best tunes to submit to GPQs.
Alright, starting in 3, 2... Wait, actually... Okay, starting in 3, 2, 1, go. So... Okay, I thought it crashed for a second. Oh my god, the FPS! Okay, that just happens sometimes.
Oh jeez. Okay, I'm seeing dots.
Yeah, so this is the intro to the game. Collect some dots. This is actually random, and I've already lost time. But we collect the dots so we can come over here. Oh, epilepsy warning.
Oh man, if a Dario was a shooter, we would have no time scheduling runs. Just play a Dario in between everything.
Oh my god. So, yeah, now we're a TV, and we're live. And as a TV, we want to escape the processing facility because we don't want to be torn to pieces. Like right there, we could have been torn to pieces. We could have been smashed. This would have been Smash TV instead of Trash TV.
Oh god. Sad.
And here's our TV friend. Goodbye, TV friend. The goal of this game is to, you know, proceed room to room. There's lots of puzzles, for example. That was me forgetting the timing on that. But, for example, we need to block this laser, because if we don't block the laser, we die. Right now I don't have that many options for movement. I can throw the TVs, I can jump. I'm gonna get a little bit more as the game goes on. Explosive barrels explode. And most of the barrels will just get destroyed when they get hit by danger. Those explosive barrels, by the way, are actually pretty key. Just explosions in general are very important for this run. And there will be shots fired, don't worry.
We'll get to that later.
Yeah, they're there. Those lights will actually trigger explosive barrels, which we'll see right here. Which, by the way, you can use the explosive barrels for essentially grenade jumps, which is going to become a thing. And by the way, I said there were shots fired. Now we're TV with a gun.
There we go, guys. It works.
The shots have been fired. So that's a vending machine. We can kill it, or we're gonna still get crushed. It doesn't matter. It just has to die. And now we can take a rage out on all the barrels. I shot a toaster too.
So what's the story for this game?
We don't want to die. We're just a TV trying to make it out. So, like I said, you can use the those boxes for boost, which can save a lot of time in terms of movement. Nothing too huge right now. It's, you know, a second here, a second there, if that. But it is nice. Here's a little puzzle. You have to blow up the right barrel, or right box. I blew up the right box because I played the game before.
Nice strat.
Mm-hmm. And, like, this game has a really interesting jump system. Like, you can just hold down jump and you'll do infinite jump, which actually ends up mattering a lot because it gives you a lot of control for a lot of kind of boosts. For example, like that boost with that pipe. Now, the problem with the TV in the facility is that he just doesn't have access anywhere, so we're going to have to kind of follow some predefined routes and kind of open up. This is our central hub. We're going to only see it for a few seconds right now, but we'll spend some more time there a little bit later. And I'm going to be honest, the pistol isn't very good.
There are more guns.
Of course. I almost got hit by that guy. When you get hit by an enemy, you don't necessarily die. when you get hit by an enemy, you actually lose control for a second or so usually. So here are the SMGs. They actually deal less damage than a pistol, but you can fire them in both directions. So now we could be a gun that just fucking shoots everything. It's awesome. Or not a gun, a TV. There's this guy here. We have to kill him. Oh, I got hit by him. That's really silly. I was trying to meme too hard.
How can we tell like what health you have or how many?
It's instant death. If something can kill you, you instantly die.
Wow.
But most enemies will just make you lose control for a second or so. See, which actually makes the SMGs interesting, because they're efficient for kiting enemies around, but in general, if you could just hit someone head on, you want to hit them with pistols. Here's, I think, one of the weaker parts of the game where we just have to kind of wait for a bit. These toasters and stuff are gonna, come in and assault us. Luckily, we have guns, and we're gonna shoot them. Once the bridge gets high enough, we'll be able to automatically just proceed to the next section. You can try and let a toaster or other enemy, there actually are larger enemies that didn't show up, you can actually try and let them trigger that, but unfortunately it's risky, and if you mess up you waste a bunch of time. Ooh, I almost scooped up there. So we're packaged, and we're going to be sent out of the facility because it's going to package us right on out of there, and that'll be the end of the run. Nah, we're still here. So we have access to like the main facilities. Smelting is our next destination. We're going to pick up a new weapon that is actually really kind of useless. Use it like twice. It's a shotgun. We now have a shotgun. The thing with the shotgun is, it's just such a slow-firing weapon that you actually don't deal much damage with it. And it's more about kind of killing a lot of stuff or shooting a lot of boxes or a lot of toasters. So it ends up being relatively useless. Like for this next section, for example, this is still SMG territory. I'm going to fire ahead, which will let me eventually hit an enemy and cause him to kind of go off to the side. Also take out those boxes, really. Here's I think the last waiting section. This time there's vending machines, and I actually have to jump over them, but I won't lose any time as long as the vending machine is on the button when I jump. They're also like slot machines, I don't care about them. They have less HP. Except I stopped firing for some reason. This should bug out? Yeah. A little bug there that will interrupt your movement on the rising platform, but you can just reset, and you lose like a second. And it's been pretty consistent, so I really don't consider it an issue. So I think this is the one time where you have to use a shotgun to destroy that box. If not, you don't make it out in time. You'll notice that I'll jump on a lot of ceilings to get to the next area faster. You actually carry your momentum in most transitions. This is one where you don't actually, because you're way off camera. And that lets you eventually do a few cool things in a few different rooms. We're almost at what I'd say is, whoops, the first of the more important weapons for the run. That was silly of me. Okay, here it is. And it's kind of a weird weapon because, you know, it's a rocket launcher, but it's actually super nice. It's slow enough killing enemies there that it's okay to get hit, just because it'll let you get through. And the reason the rocket launcher is so important is we can use that for boosts. And by we can, I mean, we have to. Okay, if I got a good boost here, yes. Oh, I didn't get a good movement here. You can actually skip these boxes if you get a good boost. Fortunately, it did not happen for me, and I screwed up my time, my aim. I have to aim higher. Go safe here. There we go. It's actually not worth it to boost there, oddly enough, because you'll just end up dying. And it's not really a time waster, but it's not much of a time gainer either. Like, death is so quick in this game that it doesn't really matter when you die quite often. Here, I actually don't need to boost at all. It's slower, because you'll carry your momentum and actually lose speed as your character's still trying to fly up when you don't need to. Oops. Sorry, I've practiced this recently, so I'm a little bit rough on some of the timings. That might be bad. No, it's good. I actually need to fire to the right there. If not, I'll fire a shot when I leave, and that wastes a bunch of time because I get propelled backwards. Or I have to wait for a second shot.
The more shots, the better.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I did a rocket boost at the pinnacle of my jump, which is unfortunate because it wasted a little bit of time. So this is the next speed item, and it's actually crucial. Like, A, for going fast, B, for beating the game, you need it, of course. And the reason for that is, with the rocket launcher, I need something next to me. These are just remote grenades. The timing on that's actually way tighter than I made it seem, so it's nice to get. Okay, let's even get this. Got it. I think you drop up to 5 mines. There's never any reason to do it though. I'm an idiot. I just did something really dumb. So this will let us get to the second to last area, maintenance. You have to destroy that box to open at the gate, and if not, it's locked. And there's no way you can use a rocket launcher to open it. Because the mines detonate in the order of first one set to last one set, that's why you see me kind of rotating around to set up. We might also encounter a soft lock here. I'm not too sure what I'll do if it happens. I'm actually gonna take this section a little bit slower. Oh, also the stream's gonna fuck up, like guaranteed. Okay, that's there, which I think is good. I'm essentially gonna go slow. Because it usually stops the soft lock, but I'm never quite sure.
What's the soft lock?
A laser stays open. So I can't actually beat the game. I also have to be careful here. If you boost, the static follows you. And if it follows you too hard, there we go. It can actually catch up with you in that kind of roundabout section. Yeah, the stream's freaking out, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like not much you can do that puck, unfortunately. It's actually the bitrate isn't high enough to capture the game with the static on screen.
Jesus.
It'll get better in a bit. Not yet.
Are you just running away from like the static stuff right now?
Yeah, I'm using a lot of boost for that.
Oh, Jesus.
I am a fool. I forgot what I was doing. Because I actually didn't remember the boost route. So I'll just use it now. And then I think I actually switched. Yeah. Okay, we now have the remote control, which lets us conveniently escape, which is kind of nice, because that's kind of the point of the game. That's the second big use for the shotgun. You shoot one of the boxes. Okay, let's see if I can get this right. And time.
Oh, that's a cool ending.
Yeah. And here's the problem with the ending, is it still plays the buzz saws from that last section, or the moving platforms. So you still hear